Fáilte, I'm Caniach the Hebridean Baker, and you're watching Live at 9.
This Monday, September 30th. Welcome to Live at 9, where Memphis comes alive, along with your top news, weather with Mad Max Claypool, and trending topics in Coffee with Corey. Here's a look at our guest lineup. A trailblazer in the law community talks about her amazing career on the bench and beyond. Judge Bernice Donald joining us right here on the red couch live. I've been wanting to do this for a decade, so this is exciting. Plus, hoops to be heard, how one county leader hopes to bring people together on and off the basketball court. A University of Memphis professor prepares us for the job hunt with the do's and don'ts of body language. Plus, the keys to making a positive impact on the world around you with the help of expert Lisa Moore. But first, be sure to record the show so you never miss an episode, and connect with us online at our website, liveat9.tv. That's also our handle on social media. And now, topping the news here at 9, the Memphis Shelby County School Board will hold not one but 2 meetings today. Leaders are scheduled to meet at 1 this afternoon for a superintendent evaluation planning meeting. Then a special called meeting is set to take place 4:30 p.m. According to the board's website, the purpose of the special meeting will be announced when it begins, and time has been set aside for public comment. Just last week, 2 former school board members sent letters saying that hiring Superintendent Dr. Marie Fagans was a mistake. The Commercial Appeal also reported that some members of the current board met last Thursday to discuss how the evaluation process for the superintendent could go. The current measures Dr. Fagans could be evaluated on can be changed, but the current breakdown includes student achievement, business and finance, governance and board relations, community relations, and staff relations. She is just new on this job, and already we will look for updates on that. And according to former President Donald Trump's campaign, he plans to visit Valdosta, Georgia today to survey Helene's impact on that state. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden says that he'll visit Hurricane Helene impacted areas this week, as long as it does not disrupt rescue and recovery operations. The White House said Vice President Kamala Harris will visit as well as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the Asheville community and others within the region are getting their first looks at the damage. This is overhead video following Helene. They're also starting the cleanup phase, which officials say could take months, if not years, in terms of rebuilding. Just flooded there. News Nation's Mills Hayes reports on the very latest.
The North Carolina governor says that people here are desperate for help. Hundreds are still unaccounted for, and you can see why if you take a look at the damage behind me. This is complete destruction. This was actually all covered with water just a few days ago. That bridge right there, just full of damage. A mobile home actually crashed into that bridge after it was taken there by the river, the rushing water. Now that all that is left is debris. There's people's their items from their homes that are all spread throughout, trash cans and chairs and refrigerators, all just left behind here. And let me show you what some of the roads look like, because that is another big issue here. This one over here completely washed out. There are more than 280 roads, state roads, that are completely closed off, including major interstates here, meaning that it's very difficult to get in and out of Asheville. Search and rescue efforts are the main issue today as well. That is what they're going to be focusing on. On Sunday, they started airlifting in supplies like food and water into western North Carolina. And yesterday, the North Carolina National Guard was able to fly 52 hours around the area and able to do about 114 rescue efforts to try and find these people. There are still people that are unaccounted for, and that's the goal right now, is to find those people, make sure their loved ones know where they are. And that's another issue as well, is the cell signal. It is completely difficult to even try to reach people here. And so that's another issue that they are facing as well here in Asheville. Mills Hayes.
And Godspeed to those experiencing the aftermath. We felt those remnants, and even today, I could just see the humidity in the air. Weather expert Max Claypool traveled to Florida last week to cover Helene. And Max, you got all the footage, and how was that?
It was windy. I was in Perry, Florida, so that was basically the epicenter of where it made landfall. So these were pretty much the strongest winds in the storm, coming in well over 100 miles an hour. So here's one of my videos of that. But this is a reminder that with hurricanes, it's not just the wind, because this wasn't where the most damage happened. It wasn't with these winds. The most damage happened with the water, the rainfall that had dumped over the mountainous regions of eastern North Carolina and eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina that caused that catastrophic flooding. I mean, there's no worst case scenario with a hurricane than one that brings a ton of rain to a mountainous region. And that is what we saw there. The deadliest hurricanes of all time have been those exact situations. And the storm surge, of course. But yeah, back to the winds. This is how it looked in Perry, Florida. Things here are looking pretty quiet right now, fortunately. So we're not dealing with any strong winds or anything like that. We just had some fog this morning that has since burned off with very light winds coming out of the north right now. This is a live look at Whitten Road and I-40, where there was fog earlier this morning. The dense fog advisory expired a couple minutes ago, and now we're looking pretty good for the rest of the day.
All right, thank you, Max. More than 40 years ago, our first guest this morning began her judicial career by becoming the first African-American female judge in the state of Tennessee. Judge Bernice Bowie Donald would go on to be appointed to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Western District of Tennessee, then serve as a U.S. District Judge, and before retiring in 2023, serving on the U.S. Court of Appeals. After stepping aside from the bench, Judge Donald's work continues as an attorney with the local firm Birch, Porter and Johnson. I am so honored to be sitting on the red couch with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kanji. It's really amazing to be here, and I have watched you and admired you. You're a young talent, but you're an expert in your field, and we are indebted to the work you do.
Well, not so young, but thank you for that. So you have roots in Mississippi, right?
I do. I was born in Olive Branch, Mississippi, about 20 miles south of Memphis. Grew up there with loving parents and a host of brothers and sisters. I was one of 10.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And look at you. I bet they all just look up to you. Talk to me about what drew you to law in the first place.
Kendra, to talk about what drew me, I have to talk about the power of reading and the power of exposure. I grew up in an area where the world that I read about and the world that I experienced were markedly different. I grew up I started growing up rather pre-Brown versus the Board of Education. I grew up during segregated schools, and I always read about the power of law, and I read about the promise of law, but that was not the reality in my life. And I viewed law as the great equalizer. I viewed those words, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I read about equality, and so that gave me an inkling that I might want to go into law. But what really cinched it for me was volunteer work at the juvenile court, when I saw what I perceived to be the law misapplied in the case of a young person. And I thought, I want to go to law school and be a lawyer so that I can represent children. I have to tell you that in all candor, I have never to this day represented a child, but that's what got me to law, the promise and the power.
I mean, did you ever imagine that you would be the first of so many things?
I never even envisioned that. And I think when you're in the walk of life and you're in the struggle and you're just trying to get from day to day, you don't really see the big picture of possibility. You see what you're doing day to day, and you hope that you are serving mankind, you hope that you're doing your best, and you hope, above all, that you're making your parents proud of you. And what I saw was a work to try to be fulfilled, to do the best I could, to be the best person I could be, and to be someone always that honored her parents, that honored her siblings, and that my parents could be proud of.
And you're known for being a good person and the integrity. And now the Memphis City Council voted to rename a street after you. First of all, I mean, it's so warranted. Can you just talk about the feeling?
When I learned that they were going to do that, I was just awestruck and filled with gratitude. And then when I learned which street it was, I was absolutely floored by that. Front Street. Front Street between Poplar and Beale Street. Think about that. Poplar was known as the spine of the city.
I know we have images, I believe, that
yes,
way back in the day.
Absolutely.
Right.
And Beale Street was, of course, the cultural center and the economic center for African Americans. But Front Street, Front Street was basically the Wall Street of Memphis. It was where fortunes were made, where cotton was traded. It became the economic center, the epicenter, really, of the city of Memphis. And when you look at Front Street today, you have justice, you have democracy, you have culture, entertainment, you have the library, hotels, you had the Customs House. Now you have a world-renowned law school with a building that rivals anything that we find anywhere, all along Front Street. It is still an area of commerce and one that touches the lives of so many people. So to have that city is appropriate. But the reason for me also that it is so important is because at the time Memphis was formed, Front Street was the first street above the riverbank of the Mississippi River. It was the face of Memphis. And I think that is, maybe that's why the City Council did that, because of the number of firsts I've had. And Front Street was the first street.
And so if you could just talk about what you would say to just a young person watching the screen right now, how would you inspire them?
What I would say to young people today, and I think it's so important, is that you must look inwardly, develop yourself, and have a vision of what you want to become. There are always people who are willing to extend a helping hand to help you get to where you are. You don't have to do it alone, but you must define success for you. You must have a vision and know that you are as good as anyone else, but you must also know that the choices you make, even in the young stages of your life, will determine and define the future. And I give you a simple formula. I believe that success is when preparation meets opportunity. Because if you're not prepared and the opportunity comes, you can't take advantage of it. And if you're not in a position to put your best self forward, you're going to miss that opportunity. So we are a great city. I am so proud of it. I try to be an ambassador for Memphis everywhere I go, because I believe that this city on a hill is really a light to the world. And we have a welcoming spirit that says, all come and enjoy everything that we have to offer.
The inimitable Judge Donald, thank you so much for gracing us this morning, and congratulations on your street renaming. It's a long time coming and so deserved. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to celebrate it October 19th. Thank you.
All right. Yes. 11 o'clock, everybody. All are welcome. And there's still more Live at 9 ahead on this Monday. We're going to check on this morning's Go Gym Go Ride and get an update from team leaders and weather expert Tyler Eliason. Plus, learn more about a unique opportunity for students and local businesses thanks to the University of Memphis. Details coming up. Welcome back to Live at 9 on this Monday morning. Thank you for staying with us. Weather expert Max Claypool back with another look at our forecast. Hey, Max.
Hey, Kanji. So yeah, earlier today we had dense fog advisories. Those were in effect until 9 a.m. Now things are looking better. Now that we're past 9 a.m., things are starting to thin out a little bit. And on our Storm Tracker 3S, really not seeing a whole lot on the way of any rain. So dry conditions persisting across the Mid-South this morning. This is a live look at Whitten Road and I-40 where, yeah, down there earlier this morning, you couldn't even see the interstate there just because of how foggy it is. But as we look right now, you can see that things are looking pretty good, although visibility is still cut down in a couple of places, about 2.5 miles there in Oxford, about 6 miles in Corinth, about 5 in Dyersburg. So we're still waiting for things to sort of fully burn off there. Temperatures now in the low 70s in Memphis, a little bit warmer than surrounding areas. That's no surprise, thanks to the urban heat island effect. 66 there in Olive Branch, 66 down to the south in Senatobia. Winds are very light. The general flow is out of the north, but these are not more than 5 miles an hour. That's what helped the fog earlier sort of set in a bit. It's also going to be possible that we could see a couple of light showers later today. Really the thinnest of thin, just the lightest of sprinkles as possible in a few spots. So I think most folks are actually going to be dry for the day, but it's not impossible that you could see a very, very light sprinkle at some point. On the way to school today, and I know that folks are already off to school, but around this time, around right now, we're in the 60s, as we saw just outside of Memphis, about 65 degrees, mild conditions. On the way home, really comfortable temperatures in the upper 70s with partly cloudy skies. So really, we have a pretty nice day ahead of us, a great time of year here in the Mid-South. The reason that we saw a little bit of rain yesterday and we could see a few sprinkles today is this low pressure system. This is actually the same one that brought all of the rain on Friday. It's just taking its time to get out of here. It finally does. And as it does, we're going to usher in dry conditions into the Mid-South, and that should stay here for a good portion of the next week. So really, you can expect it to be dry for really all of next week. Next week, this week. Turning our attention to the tropics now, there is one system that we're tracking. This is in the Caribbean. This moves into the Gulf of Mexico over the next 7 days. It has a 40% chance of development. So we'll have to watch this in case the remnants come into the Mid-South and brings us rainfall. High temperatures over the next 7 or so days are going to be quite warm. Jumping from the 70s to the 80s, a bit of a roller coaster ride in our temperatures here. 79 today, 82 on Tuesday, and then back to the 70s on Wednesday, back to the 80s on Thursday and Friday. And then for the weekend, with the passage of another cold front, we're going to be right back down to the 70s. Overnight lows should be in the 50s and 60s, just that 20% chance of a sprinkle today, and then a whole lot of sunshine over the next week.
All right, Max, the season's changing. The Go Jim Go team is already on the road with Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason this morning. They started the day in Arkansas and will travel back into Tennessee later today. And Tyler and photojournalist Claudia Taylor just sent this update in to us.
Day 4 on the road with Team Go Jim Go. I'm Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason. We made our way over to Arkansas, and when you come to Arkansas, you got to see Steve Roberts. He has been just an anchor for Go Jim Go for all these years. Jim used to call you his Arkansas angel, and I think that's the perfect description for the effort that you've been for Go Jim Go.
That's not what they call me in Arkansas.
Well, Steve, why do you keep coming back and joining us all these years? 16 years now, I think, something like that.
16 years, I guess, and well, it's Arkansas loves LaBonta, and they kind of like you and Jim.
But
anyhow, you don't have any trouble getting money out of Arkansas.
Well, Arkansas, we love you guys. LaBonta loves Arkansas. WRG loves Arkansas, and we love Steve. Steve, how much money you got for us this year? We're excited.
Right now, I brought you $20,000.
Oh my gosh, Steve, that's awesome! $20,000. That's incredible.
You want this? You want
Oh, I'll take it for you.
There you
We
go.
appreciate it. We'll make sure that gets to the right place. Hey, if you want to join Steve, join all schools and businesses across the Mid-South in this wonderful effort raising money for the kids at LaBonta, just text Go Jim Go to 71777. You can also go to WREG.com, click on the Go Jim Go tab, and there's going to be a QR code coming up on your screen in just 1 second. On the road with Go Jim Go, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason. Yes!
The University of Memphis works with area businesses to help prepare students to move into their careers. And just last year, the university saw the launch of a new center that allows students to develop certain soft skills. To learn more, we are live with Dr. Gregory Bowler, the director of the Center for Arts Integration in Business Performance. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, so explain soft skills that you're teaching.
So what employers are always after us for, at least this is what they tell us they want from our students and also business professionals that currently work for them, help with public speaking, interpersonal communication, emotional intelligence, empathy, creativity, just generally speaking.
Right, because that person impacts the culture, right? And you really want that person to have those little soft skills. So tell me how this works. How are you teaching this?
So what makes our center different is that we're teaching these particular soft skills using art integration as the methodology. So for example, to teach public speaking, we use acting. To teach ideation work or better brainstorming activity, we use improvisation technique. To show people how to move during a professional presentation, it could be an interview even, we incorporate dance theory and technique to show people how to move,
Really?
which is really cool.
And so, I mean, how did you determine the curriculum to teach these?
So I've been doing this for about 30 years professionally, consulting with training organizations. And a couple years ago when I was serving as interim dean, I decided, well, let's start a center. So I found a very generous donor who got us started, and then we just started building the curriculum.
Okay, so one of the things my producer and I were fascinated by was teaching body language.
Ah, yes.
And one thing, like, I just remember learning about body language, allegedly. This is, so you can fix this, but like if somebody's looking to the left, they're recalling, and to the right, they are creating?
Sort of, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some of that can kind of go. Generally, when people are looking up in a way, they're trying to remember something, so they're pulling a direct memory. It's when they're looking down in a way that they're tending to create on the spot.
Pinocchio. So
There you
now
go.
we know who is Pinocchio. Okay, so you said that you have some actual demonstrations that you could show us.
Sure.
Yes.
So let me set it up. So when you're doing a live presentation in front of a live audience, what'll happen is that we get nervous.
Yeah.
Everybody gets nervous. It means you care, so that's good. The problem is that all of our nervous gestures that we bring out while we're speaking live will cause the audience, because they empathize with us, to feel bad or feel
Anxiety,
anxious
yeah.
for us. And so then they start giving off weird body language, and then we're busy watching the audience give weird body language, and it becomes this vicious loop that we can't get out of. So usually what I tell my students is you want to control this in a way where most of your body language is, curated. It's intentional. You're doing body language for a specific reason, rather than letting all the nervous herky-jerky start, getting out.
So what do you do?
So can I stand up?
Yeah,
Shall
we're
I show
going
you
to
some
stand
couple-
up. Yeah.
All right.
We
So
have.
here we go.
Okay, let's do this.
So this ought to be your neutral go-to stance, hands down by your side. Now you see
I'm
what
an
you're doing.
anchor, I
you see,
do this.
I know you're doing what's called the broken wing. It looks like you've got, something happened with these arms. It's natural. Everybody does this. But then what some people will do is they'll take this broken wing and they turn it into sort of prayer hands, or then they'll start washing their hands doing this. Or some people do what we call the choke gesture. This is all really nervous stuff.
And this actually means like uterus. Like some people do this, but in sign language, I believe that's uterus. So you're like, no,
Oh,
don't do
really?
that. Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Have you seen other people do this too? Like if you're standing there for a photograph?
Yeah,
This is called the
I do that.
meerkat. This is called the meerkat,
meerkat,
or the
okay.
fig leaf or
Okay.
something. So this ought to be your go-to position, always nice and loose down by your
cute,
hands.
though.
Yeah, but here's what it does is it elongates your line, right?
Okay.
So you look taller when your
Okay.
arms are down like this.
Okay.
And also this says comfortable and
Right, right.
relaxed and
Okay.
poised, and nothing's going to phase you. This position here is defensive. That's what this is. That's what this instinctively is. When we bring our hands up, we're ready for a fight.
So when you're seeing people, you can actually kind of read them. You know what's going on. What
Yeah.
are some of the things you can identify by just seeing somebody?
Well, right off the bat, I know when somebody's nervous or they start twitching their feet around and things like that. So if I'm on the other side of them, then my role is to try and calm them down, bring them a little bit, out of whatever their nerves are. So you want to typically do the opposite of what you see the other person doing.
Okay, what about this? When I've heard of the whole, hands crossed, right? some people are just, it's not like relaxed, right? I mean, or they think they're relaxing, but is it protecting yourself? And like
it is. It's very much a closed-off protect procedure. Now, some people do this when they're cold too. But if the temperature's warm out there and you see people doing this, sure. I mean, this is just telling you they're closed off to you. Something is bothering them about it.
What is the one thing you would tell people to just don't do that?
The one thing?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many.
Have you ever run into somebody that says that they talk with their hands?
I'm a hand talk. I've had to temper it down because I want to talk. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, unless you're using, sign language, you're not actually talking with your hands. You're spraying nervous energy with your hands is what you're doing. So keep your hands calm as best you can.
Okay, I don't want to put that on any one country, okay? I think it was me. No, but thank you. This is great. And so people can get in touch and
give us a contact at the Fogelman College of Business and Economics. Look up our center, which is called the Center for Arts Integration and Business Performance. Give us a call and we can set up a custom training program for your organization. Doesn't matter how many employees that you have, we can scale for really anything.
Right, so it's not like a set time. You can choose when you want to implement.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Great tips here. No more of this. Yes, sir, Dr. Bowler.
I'll be watching.
All right. All right. Well, still to come here on Live at 9. Tips on making a positive impact in the world today from expert Lisa Moore. And a Shelby County leader offers the community a chance to shoot their shot and be heard. What that means for residents on and off the court coming up next.
We're back on Live at 9. Now, here's Kanji.
Basketball fans have no shortage of ways to catch the action on the court here in Memphis, thanks to the Memphis Tigers and the NBA's Grizzlies, just to name a couple. And now one Shelby County leader wants to use the game to bring together young people and showcase their talents. To explain how you can hoop to be heard, we are live with Shelby County Commissioner Brittany Thornton and basketball player Justin Brown. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
All right, tell me the inspiration on how this all came about and what's expected over the 5 days.
Absolutely. So the inspiration is Justin. I went to one of my community centers in District 10 and saw him in just this basketball community that I had never seen. And I asked him, I was like, how can I support, you as a young adult? He was like, bring, an opportunity for us to play. And so I was like, easy. So here we are. And this week we'll have 5 different games in all 5 of the community centers in the district.
Tell us about your program and why you wanted to be part of this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a funny story. It started off like she was running for her commissioner, and she won. It just came out of nowhere and was like, I won, what can I do to give back? I was like, well, we love basketball here, so we just host a big event and food, family, friends come out. We're gonna make it do what it do. So.
Wow, and what was it about what he's doing in the community that touched you, that said, we have to have more of this for the community?
In government, we focus on school-age children and elders, and once you turn 18, there's just a cliff where you don't really get a platform. And so the inspiration was for us just to look at that 18 to really 35-year-old age range and give them an opportunity for their voice to be heard. They're more than just a crime and safety narrative. Like, they have ambitions and desires and skills, and we just want to give them something in this district.
Right, and so Justin's supposed to help me. Can I just show you my moves that I showed Justin?
Yeah.
So I hope I can do it again.
Okay, we like this.
I did not do that. Okay, I'll put the tablet down. My producer told me.
She didn't do that.
All right, okay. All right.
So I'm gonna show you the most simple but effective move ever.
Ooh.
So first you just start off, like swag surfing, just you dribbling the ball, swag surfing, and then you do it in and out.
Oh,
that's simple.
There's a fly in here. I'm not good with bugs. Okay, wait, okay.
Swag surf.
Okay.
Swag. So, wait, and then what do you mean in and out?
In and out. Curly. Yeah.
And then, so if somebody's coming, I go,
in and out. And they're gonna be.
My mom was really good at what is it, horse?
Horse?
Yeah, horse.
Play horse. So yeah, just in and out.
H-O. Okay.
You just in and out. You just gone.
All right.
In and out, gone. Just like in and out, gone.
And then, wait.
You gone.
I don't know really. Oh, and then I run.
Yep.
I'm not running in these. Yeah, I got these on Tamo, so I don't know if the heels are gonna go.
You got the move now, okay?
Yeah, you did good.
Thank you. I do what I can. All right.
Yeah.
See, there we go. Sorry, people. I have issues. But if you could just talk about the impact that you're hoping, that and what people can expect over those days, and what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so it's a family-friendly event. We'll have food trucks, a DJ, and it's Hoop to be Heard because we're creating a platform where service providers are going to come out. And so it's a community-friendly event. So whether you play or you don't, we're bringing resources to your community centers. And so we'll be at White Haven Community Center tomorrow, and then in Bethel Grove at Bethel LaBelle, and then Pine Hill, Glenview, and Orange Mound will be the finals game.
And so how do you, signing up, I know that we have that QR code. Max Claypool, did you play basketball? Yeah, he's in the corner over there, and he was throwing the ball back and forth. But yeah, so definitely hover. Oh, here you go.
Can I play even if I'm not in District 10?
Yeah.
You can play. Oh,
okay.
See? Oh my gosh. This is great.
This is happening.
This is real. This is live TV. Mad Max Claypool, everybody. Check him out.
Y'all got talent.
TikTok. We do what we can on Live at 9. All right. Really appreciate you and what you're doing to bring our kids together, bring families together, and for your input and your tips.
Bring everybody together.
See y'all tomorrow in White Haven.
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, coming up, pack your bags and don't forget Raspberry Beret. We'll explain why in Coffee with Corey coming up next. Leadership expert Lisa Moore is back with us to discuss building healthy relationships with those around us. And you're calling this fall feedback,
yes.
right? Okay, well, thanks for coming.
Yes, good to be here.
Okay, what is that? And you say there are several layers to knowing what works and what doesn't work when it comes to fall feedback.
Yeah. Well, what we're talking about here is if you're a nonprofit, if you're a business, we often think we know the answer. We can swoop in and save the day. We can have the best ideas, but we're thinking about that in a bit of isolation. So what I'm suggesting in fall feedback is actually get feedback. So how do you know what your customers want and need? How do you know what your participants want and need? How do you know what your community wants and needs? And the answer is ask and engage. You don't just look at it and come up with an idea through your own filter framework and experiences, but you're getting word from the street.
I remember one time we were doing an interview with a wrestler, right? And my dad loved wrestling, but I don't know all the names.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, kind of putting my questions together, doing my research, and then I asked a staff member, what do you think about that? And they were like, oh my goodness, he's a legend. I'm like, oh. So then I asked for questions that they wanted to know, and it was deeper. So the questions went further. So what you said just really hit home for me.
Yes.
So explain what it takes to, actually engage with others.
Yes. Well, I'm just going to lay out there. The first thing that it means to really deeply engage with your constituencies is to care about them.
There's that.
And it comes from a place of love. And when you love your community, when you love your customers, when you love your work, when you come from a place of love, it's going to come more authentically, and you're going to be open to listening and being in relationship. So the key is to build that relationship, and that happens through having shared values, like co-creating that, like not, I think I know what you value, but sitting down and having a conversation and what do we value? What do you have a vision for your community? Correct. Next is mutuality and respect. So in that conversation, it's not a power dynamic. It's not, I'm the expert, you community person. No, it's we are community members together, and what does it mean to respect one another and find out what we both want and need and value. And being transparent. Look, I don't know, this is what we want to do, this is what we're working on, I need your feedback. And then really following up with communication and being fluid and open with communication with your constituencies so that they know what's coming, they know what you're doing, they know how to engage and how to connect and how to be involved. And then that shared decision making. Once you get together and you have that conversation, making some decisions. I think this is the product that we're going to launch at about this time. These are the types of programs we're going to be offering. This is how we're going to build a new facility in this community. Like, do that work up front before you actually start investing in it, because you might be way off base and you've wasted a lot of money and resources when you really, if you just asked and engaged from the beginning, then you can all commit to that and are in sync with one another, and those commitments can be fulfilled and everybody's, I'm not going to say everybody's happy. That's an unrealistic expectation. But
some people are never
you've done the work and everybody knows you've done the work, and they're like, you know what, I wasn't really for it, but here it is, but I was heard. I was included, my family was my community was included, and you're going to get better results that way.
It's interesting because corporations do customer discovery of what their customers want, but you have to do it internally as well, is what you're saying.
Correct.
So, how do you know that what you've come up with is working? How do you know that you're doing it right?
Well, part of it is, as you're going through, is having some expectations and what are you hoping to see. And what you should see is more engaged customers. So if you're a nonprofit, your families are more engaged, your participants are more engaged, they're bringing people to the door, to the table. You're invited to events and experiences in the community. You're a corporation, your sales go up, your productivity goes up, your customer base increases. There's good things being said about you in social media. And the bottom line is build those positive relationships and you get better results.
Lisa Moore of More Possibilities Consulting, thank you so much for sharing these tips with us today. We could all use them, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Time for Coffee with Corey, brewed in part by Kroger.
Happy Monday.
Happy
Corey.
Monday. Hey, welcome back, by the way.
Yes,
You had a nice extended weekend.
Didn't.
She's like, I really didn't. It was like pure work constantly. She's like our boss lady, basically.
It was not extended. It was like definitely
just
working.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I know. You're super busy.
I love it.
We've got some really good stories today.
Yes.
We're going to kick it off. For starters, fans of the late performer Prince can go crazy in an Airbnb rental. So for the short time, up to 100 Prince fans visiting the music superstar's hometown can stay in a house featured in the film Purple Rain to celebrate its 40th anniversary of the movie, which starred Prince as the kid, musician and bandleader. This new limited time Airbnb rental comes with a big closet upstairs with, of course, paisley wallpaper. It includes leopard spotted floor displays as well as with the iconic outfits worn by Prince, but all behind glass. The rentals start just at $7 a night per person for up to 4 guests. The price is actually based on Prince's favorite number. There will also be a total of 25 nightly stays available over 7 weeks from October 26th to December 14th. Bookings begin this Wednesday and potential guests will be chosen at random. So, okay. I mean, if you're a big Prince fan and for $7 a night, I mean, that's a good deal.
How are they covering their expenses? That's what, well, I guess it's just a promotion.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
But I mean.
40th anniversary of that movie, though. That's been a minute.
Oh my
God.
God.
I can't believe it.
A million times.
It's been a really long time since I've seen it.
Played that album over and over and over, and when that's when there were actually record players.
I still have a record player at my house.
That's cool. But it's so in now.
It is, and I was kind of come back around as always, as all trends do. Okay, moving on. So. They have the best record in the league and probably the most enthusiastic fans as well. And this morning, we're talking not only about the New York Liberty WNBA team, but also their mascot. Okay, so to their fans, the New York Liberty team is unstoppable. Ticket sales for home games are up by a whopping 64% over the last year. And many fans say this will finally be the year that they win it all. But they're also cheering them on every step of the way is Ellie the Elephant. The New York Post says the trendy mascot was already famous for twerking, dancing, and snapping her braids during games. But this season, she has been in fashion, in the fashion league of her own, basically, delighting her 160,000 TikTok followers with extremely sassy get ready with me videos and showing up to games in exclusive designer gear. Truly taking the world of being a mascot to a different level. And Ellie the Elephant does that on a daily basis. Absolutely. She posts amazing content, and it's such like a big like, who is it? Who
I need to. That's the first.
And you will never find out. It is the tightest kept secret ever.
I would hate to be that person, you know what I mean? It's like Ellie's getting all the likes, you know, but
that's
I'm doing
okay.
all the work.
Job security, almost kind of, I guess, because you don't really know who it is. With that being said, whomever it is a true athlete inside.
I literally can't.
The costume.
You realize what you've done again. I am going to be like.
You need to go follow
like
Ellie the Elephant if you haven't done so already, because the content is amazing. Anyway, kicking it up a notch for those mascots. Okay, so a familiar face to golf fans here in the Mid-South will soon make his way to the big screen. So former PGA champion, Arkansas resident John Daly revealed that on social media that he's been filming for Happy Gilmore 2. How about that? The Hollywood Reporter says the title character in Netflix's forthcoming Adam Sandler-led-esque sequel, Happy Gilmore 2, won't be the only person on screen known for sometimes letting emotions get the best of him. Now, the golf-focused comedy feature began shooting in early September in New Jersey. Daly, of course, has been suspended multiple times by the PGA Tour and got into a fight with a spectator on a golf course back in 1994, if you remember that. Of course, Daly's personal life has also been a source of headlines. But get this, so Daly isn't the only prominent sports figure set to appear in Happy Gilmore 2, with Sandler previously revealing that, of course, Travis Kelce will make a cameo along with Bad Bunny and many, many others. Happy Gilmore 2 is set to be released on Netflix sometime next year. I think we're all dying to see it.
Well, I mean, John Daly just brought like swag to golf. Like,
Yeah.
it was just this, I mean, the pants, the cigarettes,
I mean,
you know.
we were all like, what is he going to do next?
What is next? Yeah, so he is, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with him as playing himself. So, oh my God.
It's always a fantastic cameo when you get to play yourself. Yeah.
It's a good franchise, too. I love
Oh my
having
goodness.
him. Yeah.
It's going to be hilarious.
All
Looking
right.
forward to
I'm
it.
going to be watching. All right. See you
tomorrow.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 9:54. I am weather expert Max Claypool, and we have really a pretty nice forecast for you. It's going to be generally dry. It's also going to be cooler with our temperatures in the 70s. So here's a look at things on our Storm Tracker 3S. Really not much to see at the moment as we take a live look at Whitten Road and I-40, where no more fog, traffic moving along just fine, although we are overcast. It's going to be a bit of a combination of clouds and sunshine today, with visibilities cut down just a bit in eastern parts of the viewing area, so really to the east of the Mississippi River for the most part. Temperatures are in the 70s in Memphis. If you're just outside the city, you're probably in the 60s unless you're in Senatobia or Millington, but 69 in West Memphis and 68 degrees in Somerville.
All right, Max, I didn't know you had game like that. Max has game. Got game, right? Okay, thank you for joining us for Live at 9. Get ready for another exciting show tomorrow morning. We're going to learn how to plan a dream wedding from Wells Design co-owner and creative director Tyron Wells. He's going to share his pro tips for stunning decor, right? So that's going to be awesome. How to wow your guests. Then, University of Tennessee Health Science Center Associate Professor and Le Bonheur pediatrician Dr. Cynthia Cross is going to join us to discuss how to keep our kids safe from bullying with insights that every parent and teacher needs to know. Also, we're on location with Turner Construction to show you the lengths that they go for safety, standards that you definitely want to know if you're in any business. So we'll see you Tuesday for all this, your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and tomorrow's trending topics in Coffee with Corey. And we want to hear from you. So email your segment ideas to liveat9@wreg.com. Also, be sure to visit our website to catch up on anything you may have missed. You can just go to liveat9.tv, and all the old shows and also some of our segments can be seen there. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning. Until then, have a great day.